Hey guys, welcome back. So let's play Xenoblade Chronicles X, and in this episode, we're gonna be knocking out some more Affinity missions. And unfortunately, we need Lynn for this next one, which means we have to get rid of L. I just wanna really use L, but the story just doesn't want me to, man. But as I said before, yeah, it's time to make a party member switch.
Let's head out.
And Lindley, get on the team, even though I don't really want you to be.
Okay, let's move out.
But it's all for the best after all. Now that we got her on our team, it's time to head outside because yet again, we need to go shopping. Go figure. I swear, I don't plan to do this at the beginning of every episode just because, I mean, probably not everybody's interested in micromanagement and all, but we want to update Elma's gear since she's kind of been wearing the same stuff for a while now. On top of that, I also need to get some new armor for myself. Well, not really new armor since we can have this for a little while, but let's increase our Photon Saber's rank to the rank 3 version of it. Why the heck not? We're level 20 after all, and that is going to increase our melee attack by a whole lot. But as I said before, yeah, let's update Elma's gear a bit. Say what you will about my choice of armor, but yes, we want Elma to have a lot of potential, and now that she has this armor, that will be helping her out a bit, since that also increases the power of our soul voices, which is going to be helpful for something later on in this episode. But now that we've taken care of that, let's get started on our first Affinity Mission, which is in the Commercial District. And once you make it to the Commercial District, come over to this corner to initiate the 9 Lives Affinity Mission. And you need to use Gwyn for this one, so make sure you bring him.
Hey there, Matthias.
Gwyn, sir, you're with Colonel Elma's team today?
I don't think we've met. My name's Lin Li Ku.
Tatsu is Tatsu.
My name's Matthias. I'm a mediator. May I ask what you're all doing together, sir?
I needed help on a mission, so I called in a favor.
Jeez, Gwyn. Being on Arena's team is already impressive, but this is... wow.
Actually, Arena and I both rely on Gwyn a great deal.
What? Really?
Man, I wish I could join an elite blade team. Maybe if I wasn't screwing up on the job all the time.
Whoa, what's with all the doom and gloom, Matthias? You're usually so annoyingly upbeat.
Hey now, Gwyn, come on, be nice. What's wrong, Matthias? Maybe we can help.
Oh, I couldn't have elites like you wasting time on little old me. I'll work it out myself. It's nothing, really.
Matthias not very good at whole lying thing.
What? I'm not.
Tatsu, smell your desperation. It desperation of friend who cannot decide what to eat for breakfast.
Yeah, it's actually more of a work thing, so...
Yeah, come on, it's obvious you want to talk about it. Here, why don't you think about it out loud, and we'll just happen to casually overhear.
That's kind of weird.
Matthias, seriously. At the end of the day, we're all blades here. If there's a problem, then just tell us.
Sir, Yeah, all right. If you really don't mind, I need your help. Here, take a look at this.
Oh my god, how adorable! I love cats.
Love to eat them, Lin means, just like Lin does all adorable creatures.
What? I'd never eat a cat.
She's my problem, actually. Her name's Aisha, and I need help finding her.
Oh no, your cat ran away? That's horrible.
I feel silly troubling you with something so minor, but she hasn't been home in over a day, and I'm worried sick.
Hold on a sec. I thought you said your problem was work-related.
Is the cat somehow related to your job as a mediator?
Actually, she is. She's part of a study on the adaptability of Earth species here on Mira.
Huh. That does sound important.
Yeah, well, it's not like I'm shooting indigents in the face like you guys.
That's right. And it's not like just any old blade can do it either.
Lynn's right. I'd be lost trying to attempt your line of work. We each choose the tasks that best let us express our unique talents.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right then. Let's get out there and find little Aisha.
And LA is a pretty big place. I'm not exactly sure where we'd start. Are there certain areas she frequented you can tell us about?
A few, I suppose. Though I already searched all the nearby parks and such. Beyond that...
Let's see. Do you have anything with her scent on it? Maybe Tatsu here could sniff her out.
Tatsu is not Bloodhound.
How the heck do you know about bloodhounds?
Actually, I just thought of something. A few times she came home covered in oil. Like motor oil or something. It took forever to scrub it off.
Motor oil, huh?
That would narrow it down to the Industrial District and the Lower Administrative District, no?
All right. We'll check out the lower administrative district. Matthias, you take the industrial district. If you find anything, let us know.
Understood. Thank you, everyone, and sorry again for all the trouble.
That's right, this Affinity Mission has us searching for a cat. A little bit different for this game, and our only clue to find her is that she sometimes comes home with motor oil. Maybe we should check out the hangar for some clues. And in fact, that is exactly what we're supposed to do. Just come over here and eventually locate this NPC and he will give you a tip. And now that we have that, let's head to the Industrial District and tell Matthias about his cat's location. Matthias, your cat is, it's gonna be hard to find.
Any luck, sir?
No cat, but some info.
Did something happen to Aisha?
No, nothing like that. A curator saw her, at least a cat that looks like her, down by the cliffside beach.
What? You mean she got out of the city?
Sounds like it.
Oh, my poor Aisha. I have to rescue her right away. Thank you all so much for your help.
Whoa, hey, wait, Matthias!
That area is teeming with dangerous indigents.
Team Tatsu should hurry before Matthias and Kitty Cat become snack for beasties.
We've come this far. We might as well see the whole thing through.
So, Aisha is outside of NLA's walls, and guess what? Yeah, we have to go to the cliffside beach and go after her. So let's go. It seems like all I'm doing in this game is fast traveling at this point, but Matthias, that is not the cat I think you're looking for.
Hold on, Matthias, we're coming!
Yeah, I don't think that's Matthias's cat at all, but now is a fantastic time to show you what Gwyn can do. We're not gonna have all the time in the world to show off the full potential of his combo, but you'll get to see some of his physical arts in action, and once we build up the secondary cooldown for Ultra Slash, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so much damage, and let's unleash it! Get the bat, ooh! Almost 4,000, man, holy crud. Yeah, this Grex, it shouldn't last too long at all. If you're using Gwyn, that is.
Gwyn, all of you, thank you so much.
Are you insane? A non-combatant like you has no business in a place like this.
Aisha! Huh? Aisha! Hey, come on, girl, let's go home! Aisha!
Well, perfect. We managed to scare her off. Do you have anything she likes? Food or something?
She always loves it when I give her Kirin catnip.
Perfect! When Tatsu wander off, Mama Pan always set out food to lure him back.
Yeah, well, Nopon and cats seem to be about the same intelligence level, so...
Huh?
I love that so much. Anyways, the next part of this Affinity Mission is to gather some catnip. And here's the location of the catnip if you need them. Same place as half the other collectibles we've needed for quests. But yes, once you have 3 of them, hand them over to Matthias to get back Aisha.
Hey, are you sure about this?
Yeah, I can trigger the door remotely from my comm device once she's inside.
So what, we just stand around and wait until she decides to waltz in?
I'm afraid so. Sorry.
It's fine. Standing by is an important element of some missions.
She sure is taking her sweet time. You think she'd be starving by now.
Sir? Have you ever owned a pet before?
Yeah, a dog back on Earth. Why?
I could tell from your face when you suggested luring Aisha with food.
Yeah, that dog was an idiot for food.
Quiet.
Well, that sure as hell ain't Aisha.
Oh no! Aisha!
Oh hell, she's gonna fight it! Dude, seriously?
Aisha! You idiot!
You're the idiot here!
Huh?
We'll handle this. You and Aisha get back to NLA.
Yes, sir!
It is really hard to not make a giant enemy crab joke here, but I'm gonna try my best not to, even though I just completely did. So this enemy is honestly not too bad, and it shouldn't be difficult at all for us to take down, but we're gonna give it our all. We're gonna go on an offensive stance now, and now that we are supercharged, oh boy. This next attack is gonna do— ooh, Gwen, you monster! Oh my gosh, and that is definitely not its back, but that will do some oh. You know, I really don't have a lot to say about this, I guess, because, yeah, I guess we kind of kicked this greedy Forfex's butt, even though we didn't hit it in the butt. And now that we've done that, this Affinity Mission is almost over. Aisha and Matthias are gone and headed back to NLA, so let's see how they're doing. You can find them right near Division Drive, just chilling out in the Mediators section. It's probably not a safe place for a cat, though.
Glad to see Aisha's home safe.
It's all because of you. Thank you all so much.
Just try and make sure she can't get out again, okay?
I'm afraid that's not really an option.
It's not?
Just as we have our missions, Aisha has hers. And that mission is a tough one. To roam this great land of Mira one piece at a time.
Wow. Is that how you collect your data?
Exactly. I need her in one piece for my research. Past that, she's on her own.
Oh, please. If this was only about gathering data, you could have used Frontier Nav. Admit it. You were worried sick about her.
Hey,
There goes Kitty Cat.
stay safe, little friend.
Freedom seems to suit her well.
I'm almost jealous. I look forward to the day I can run around in my real body again. It's been so long. Although, you guys are in for quite a shock when that day comes.
Huh? Why is that?
Why spoil the surprise?
And thus concludes the 9 Lives Affinity Mission. I gotta say, I like how that one ends. It just kind of adds a little bit of compassion to Gwen's character. You kind of get the picture of, you know, I kind of think of him as like the bigger brother of a lot of the Blade members and all that, but I don't really know. That's just my opinion. But yes, a very short, very easy Affinity Mission. As long as you're level 20, it shouldn't be too tough. All you gotta do is a little bit of gathering. But now that we got that out of the way, let's head inside the barracks and get started on the second one. Because this is an Affinity Mission that is required to beat the story. If you come over here, near the console that tells us our main mission, there will be another Affinity Mission. And we absolutely want to make sure that we complete this.
We have visitor.
So, that's the story. I know it'll take you through some dangerous territory, but they're almost out of supplies.
I'm a bit surprised. Pathfinder should know better than to get stranded out there. Whose team is it?
Believe it or not, it's Lau's.
Really? Lau? I thought he was pretty on the ball.
If only everyone organized and together like Tatsu.
Lau's plenty capable when he actually gives a damn.
How do you mean?
Lately, the slacker's been wandering off mid-mission, leaving his men to do the heavy lifting. Who knows what the hell that boy's thinking? If he is, he ain't said a peep about it to me.
Maybe muscles and mustache scare Lau away?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah. Wait, what'd you just say?
Well, whatever's up with Lau, his team still needs our help.
Right. No time to waste. And thanks.
And so the Pathfinders need our help, specifically Lau's team, and luckily for us, we get to use Gwyn in this Affinity mission, but I'm going to kind of switch my main character into the active position since the AI can control Gwyn well enough. But yes, let's now head to Oblivia and get started. Because this Affinity mission may take you a while, and we're gonna need to start covering a lot of ground. But before we do anything else, there is a probe really close to this area, so I'm going to head southeast for a little bit and make sure I grab that while we're doing this Affinity mission, because you can never have enough probes, can you? But yes, I'm just gonna head in this direction till we get a little bit closer to those ruins. So I'll meet you guys once I get there. And now that we have arrived here to Site 312, we're gonna turn on this probe, and this is a really nice one to have since we're gonna need to teleport back here a lot of times. But yes, now that we have that, it's time to head west to our next destination. And about 5 minutes later, we finally arrived to our destination near this watery area. And this seems to be the Pathfinder unit that needed some assistance, and well, I am that assistance. So let's get down to business.
Man, you guys really saved our bacon. Now we can finally get back to work.
You have our thanks, and I'm sure Lau's as well.
Don't mention it. We're just doing our job, same as you.
Do you guys have any idea where Lau is? Or why he just up and left like that?
No idea. And even less of an idea when he'll return.
I'm sure he's just giving us a chance to grow.
Sure he is. What? Don't give me that look. I still trust him. Mostly.
Hey, I'd be pretty upset if someone forgot to restock and then left me stranded.
Actually, that was our mistake, not his. He just left us dead weights behind while he finished the job. He's always been like that, actually.
Always? Wait, you must be...
Sidon, ma'am. I've been working with Lau since we were back on Earth. Truth be told, he's the only reason I ever made it into Project Exodus. Without his recommendation, I'd be long dead.
Me and Mondo worked on the Frontier Nav development team. Needless to say, we've been big fans of Lau's ever since. Oh, I'm Shingo, by the way, and that there is Mondo.
I had no idea you guys had such respect for Lau. I'm sorry if it sounded like I was bad-mouthing him.
Anyway, are you all set here now?
Oh, we should be fine. Except...
Except... what?
Well, we still have a probe to place, but the location is swarming with indigents. We usually let Lau do most of the fighting, and by most, I mean all.
If that's the case, we'd be happy to escort you.
Really? Wow! It'd be an honor to work with your team, ma'am. We'll move as fast as we can.
Tatsu getting oddly similar vibe from these two.
So these guys are kind of like Lau's fan club. They seem really supportive of him, despite the fact, yeah, they literally left him stranded here. Kind of odd, but oh well. Now we need to head to the Leaning Ring, and here's a really nice shortcut, guys. If you just don't aggro that monster to the right of me, and just keep going in this direction, you don't necessarily need to climb the Leaning Ring, but you can skip a lot of traveling in this Affinity mission if you just come right here. Any second now, there should be another... Wait a second. Okay, there it is. Now that we have this landmark, if you go on the gamepad and tap the fast travel option, you can teleport really quickly to our destination. Yeah, it's kind of a nice, I don't want to say sequence break, but this is way closer to where we need to be, and it's just on the other side of the Leaning Ring. Nice way to save a little bit of time, but this is our next destination for this part of the Affinity Mission.
We'd like to place that probe just beyond here.
Understood. We'll handle the fighting. I'll call you once the area's secure.
Man, Elma's amazing. She's so strong and professional and beautiful.
Tatsu know how friend feel. No need for shame about being an ineffective and useless lump.
Thanks. Wait, who are you calling a useless lump?
At least Tatsu acknowledges the fact he's useless, but yes, now that we have that exchange completed, it's time to head into this canyon, where we're gonna have to fight 6 generic crab enemies. Yeah, I don't really know why they keep doing this in Affinity missions. I'd prefer if they were just naturally obstacles like this here for me to take care of, but yeah, these guys are not tough at all. At this point in the game, they should easily be like the gray difficulty for you, and I need to get closer, but this is a fantastic opportunity to build up some TP. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. All you gotta do is make sure that you yourself don't waste any of your TP and order your units to build tension. And, well, you'll see why I'm doing this later. And really, you're defending? Come on, you already know you lost. Just hurry up and make it swift for me. But yeah, we're just gonna knock out a couple more of these guys. It really should not take you any time at all. This isn't necessarily the hard part of the mission. Just saying.
Coming to you.
And okay, now that all 6 have been defeated, we currently have max tension, and I need that. Now that we have that, the final part of A Friend in Need, which oddly enough is the same name of the picture with all the dogs playing poker. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but the final part of this Affinity mission is right up here, and just be warned, yeah, you're probably gonna win a little bit of tension points coming into this. Just a fair warning.
Wow, you carved through those guys like butter. That's amazing.
We'll get right on installing the data probe, ma'am.
And we'll keep an eye on the area so you can focus on your work. Things seem to be going well.
Thanks to you. We should have this baby ready to rock in just a few minutes. Holy crap! Sidon, we gotta get out of here!
Go if you want. I'm not moving until this thing is finished.
Huh? You got a death wish or what?
Hell, I'm just a mimeosome, right? Why not die for play? What do you do?
3 sets of hands will get this done quicker than 1, right?
Thanks, guys.
Elma!
Come on, let's keep that thing away from them.
What confidence!
Let's put it to work.
And alright, here we go. The fierce Pigeon is a very tough enemy. This thing has a ton of health, but that's what Overdrive's for. Let's crank it up and see how much damage we can do to this opponent. And despite the fact that it is a great difficulty, this guy is a complete tank. And right here, I'm doing the dumbest thing possible. You really don't want to attack this guy from the front, but because my arts give me more TP when attacking from the front, that's what I wanted to do. We already got 25% of its HP gone. Just 25k, holy crap. I mean, we can obviously do more than that one. Overdrive, but yeah, back to the real strategy you want to employ here if you're not as high a level as me. Attack its hind legs. I'm gonna try and make my teammates also focus this appendage, but the problem is sometimes the AI is just like, die, what a appendage, and they won't go for it. But the trick to beating this opponent really easy, please, I do not want to be facing you. Oh goodness, we're taking a lot of damage. Should probably use one of my auras again, but I kind of want to show off a second overdrive. But the trick to beating this opponent is all you have to do is destroy its legs. Once you do that, it will be toppled and you can deal a ton of damage. So make sure you get that going. Make sure you get your soul voices so everyone should be high HP. And if you have the armor that gives you high potential, man, you're gonna be healing so much on those party members. It just, ugh, goodness, why does he keep targeting me? But so far, we don't have any of the legs destroyed. Let's try and knock those out. Maybe one more Starfall Blade should do it. That's almost, no, that's not gonna do it at all. A little bit more, and it should go down. This is really the suboptimal way you should fight this guy. Are we really gonna die? You know, I'm just gonna use Astral Protection. I really don't want to get KO'd here. There's no reason this should happen. So despite this guy not being the highest level in the world, he can give you a little bit of trouble, as shown here. Okay, there we go. Finally toppled. This has not been my best battle with him, but yeah, all you really gotta do, attack those hind legs. It should increase the chance you can topple the enemy. And really, just make sure you're landing your soul void. Ooh, Gwen is dead. That is not good. I assume he was an offensive stance or something. But it doesn't really matter because the Vigilance is almost destroyed. Just a little bit more, and it should go down. And once he's defeated, you can end this Affinity Mission.
All right. Looks like the probe is up and running.
Now data from this area can be uploaded to Frontier Nav.
It wouldn't have been possible without your help.
No kidding. The rumors don't do your team justice.
Don't sell yourselves short. It was your team as much as ours that saw this mission through.
Tatsu definitely gets similar vibe from these two.
Was that all you needed then?
Yes, we're all good now. We'll finish a few calibrations and then head back.
All right, team. Move out.
Yes, ma'am.
And man, that really was the worst encounter ever. I just saw my timer. That was, supposed to be a little bit easier given my level. But yes, now that we have completed all of our field work, let's report back to the Pathfinders and Division Drive. And yes, the Pathfinders are in the Pathfinder part of Division Drive. I just thought I'd show it in case you didn't know that.
What? Lau came back after we left?
Classic timing, huh? We told him all about how you saved the day. All he said was be sure to thank him.
Then he wandered off again to who knows where.
Never a dull moment with that one.
That's how it should be. Better than the alternative, anyway.
I hear you. I haven't forgotten how he was when we first got here.
What do you mean?
Lau's skills as a Pathfinder are pretty special. They're going to help humanity carve out a life here on Mira. But he didn't board the White Whale because he thought he was useful.
He did it so he could get his wife and daughter on the ship. He thought his abilities would permit his family passage, but...
They didn't make it on board.
Right. The war hit right before he would have summoned them.
Oh.
Those were some dark days for him. Lau was empty. Like his soul was just gone. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but whatever it is, it gives him purpose. It's good to see him living again.
Not that it makes getting left behind any easier.
I've told you 100 times already. If you had better skills, Lau wouldn't need to worry so much.
Yeah.
You guys really do love him, don't you?
But no one loved their leader more than Team Tatsu love Elma. No one!
And yeah, Team Tatsu isn't the only one who loves Alma, if I've seen the comments of these videos, but I'll stop with that. You'll get the signature art balance breaker for using a javelin, and also a ton of affinity with our current party members. But yes, now that we have completed a friend in need, there's nothing stopping us from taking on the next story mission. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X, we're knocking out Chapter 6. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.